Mala is the Chief Humanitarian Affairs Officer for CARE, and she joins us live now from Gaza. Can you tell us first what you're hearing from the scene?
Nick, what we are hearing from the scene is absolutely horrific. People are in shock, but there's a sense of desperation and exhaustion because it is so horrific. And very unfortunately, this is not the first one. This is not the first one. And yes, people are saying, where's my family? Where's my dad? And I'm thinking, where is humanity? And even in these last 10 months, what I have been hearing and seeing is colossal levels of displacement. People have been walking and walking with whatever little belongings they have on their backs, in garbage bags. I've seen children carrying weight which is probably double their own body weight. Humanitarian needs are at catastrophic levels. And in my few days that I have been here, the one sentence which I've heard so many times, where is humanity? Up until when? And those questions precisely I think about all day here.
And your organization, what can you do to help these people physically and psychologically? What are you doing to try and help them?
As humanitarians, we are trying our hardest, but one thing to note here that humanitarians at CARE and other organizations, they themselves are affected. So a lot of my team members, I would say almost all of them, are dealing with personal loss as well as multiple times of displacement. We have directly reached 600,000 people through essential services, including water, sanitation, hygiene, food, health. However, it is a drop of what is required. And there are three things which are really hampering our ability to deliver life-saving work here. One is this response is hugely underfunded. There isn't enough money. Second, there isn't enough humanitarian access. We cannot go to places in a safe way. Humanitarian convoys, humanitarian actors have been targeted and killed. Civilians and civilian infrastructure is being destroyed, and we cannot reach those places. And I would say another very crucial thing which is hampering is we are not allowed to bring in many things. The supply chain is broken, humanitarian as well as commercial. So people are starving to death. There is the health system is at its knees. We do not have enough medical supplies. And, given where the population is right now, we cannot save people only with food when they are starving to death, because between starvation and death, there's usually disease. And we do not have a health infrastructure, and we cannot bring in supplies. Now, not having enough humanitarian supplies like medical aid, sanitation facilities, and food should not be a death sentence, but it is for many here. And it gets worse every single day. Since this crisis started, 10 months now, 10 long months in front of all our eyes. Every day, I woke up thinking it can't get worse. And every next day, I was wrong.
And when you say where's the humanity, and when you say it keeps getting worse, who do you blame for this? Do you blame the Israelis, or do you blame, the IDF says that there were Islamic Jihad and Hamas people using this school as, a base, and using Palestinians as essentially human shields?
As humanitarians, we cannot verify about jihadists and Hamas, but what we can verify that a huge number, tens and thousands of children, women, pregnant women, infants have died. They are under risk. Who I blame? This can be stopped. This is man-made. For all those who have the power to change it are not acting, I blame all of them. And I do believe those who have the power to change can act for humanity and stop this now and enable humanitarians. We have delivered life-saving assistance in war zones before, but firstly, we've never seen anything like that. But still, we can try our level best and scale up the response to multiple proportions, but this cannot happen without a ceasefire, without protecting aid workers and civilians, and without sufficient funding.
Debmala, live from Gaza, thank you very, very much for your time.
Thanks for having me.